So good morning everyone, and I am Lily Pushpa from first year MSc Nursing, the Department of Mental Health Nurse from Holy Mary College of Nursing. And today I am going to take a seminar on the interpersonal theory of Sullivan's. Okay, and this interpersonal theory of Sullivan's, it was given by the Sullivan's only. Okay, Aristotle Sullivan's. Okay, so he is a person of Aristotle Sullivan's. So he has the Slovens has given a theory on the interpersonal psychoanalysis. Okay, so he differentiated that these interpersonal relationship is going to make some of the social experiences, and it is going to be changes our personality in our daily life, and it is also changes our behavior, so from the abnormal to the normal situations. And it is also develop the belief that individual behavior and personality development is going to be changes, and whenever you are going to make a perfect interpersonal relationship. Okay, so this Aristotle Slovens has been established these type of interpersonal analysis in September 18. Okay, so he has become an interpersonal therapist, so by developing this interpersonal personality. Okay, and next we'll be dealing with the definition of the interpersonal personality. So he has described that, and interpersonal personality is nothing else but, so it is a belief that the people will be making an interaction with the other person. Okay, so interpersonal theory means, so the peoples make an interaction with other people, and so by that, so they are going to develop their individuality and to change the behavior, so towards the others, to make the significant from others or significant to yourself. So he has described the three terms he has described mainly, that is sense of security. So sense of security means, and the best way of example we can explain this is a Maslow's hierarchy theory. So nothing else but, and free from the physical attack. Okay, so whenever we have some need or whenever we have any problems, okay, so we are going to identify some of the interpersonal relationship is very helpful. And sense of self, so sense of self means what I am. Okay, and what is your thinking way, and what is your view knowing to yours. Okay, what is a view know to you about others, and also, and what is your goal, so that part is called as a sense of self. And next one is a dynamisms. Okay, so dynamisms means, a simple meaning of dynamisms is a energy or the force, okay, or alertness, so that making to the external situation. Okay, so what is a dynamism means, so that is these alertness and energy is going to be helpful to motivate or change your behavior, so that process is called as a interpersonal theory, that is sense of security and sense of self and the dynamisms. Okay, so these are the three factors will be explained in the interaction with other people. So next we'll be dealing with the what are the factors that influence in the interpersonal personality. So first one is values, attitude and the behavior. So values means whatever we are learned things or whatever we are learning things, so that is going to be disturb our interpersonal relationship. So attitude means so whatever our belief and whatever our mode of behavior or beliefs. So beliefs means what, and our traditions and customs. So in these three characteristics, so how the interpersonal, how we are communicating with others. For example now, so our values, attitude and belief is different from other person, so that is also is going to be differentiated from one person to other person. And next one is a culture or religious factors. So culture or religious factors means, for example that, so whenever we are comparing with the European countries and Indian countries, so in the European countries you may see that, and the men may greet each other with the hugs and the kisses, but as per the Indian culture, and it is not predicted with the interpersonal communication, so that is a religious, that is going to be influence in the culture and religion. Okay, and next one is the social status. So in the mostly in India we can see that the social status means, so high power and the low power, high class, middle class and the low class categories. So they are going to differentiate the categories of the communication. So means the high class people has to be communicated with the high class people only, so they are not going to be interact with the low class people. So that is only the variation they are shown in the status. and next one is the genders. Okay, so these genders they are explaining in the culture gender only, they are going to explain, that is masculine or the feminine. So masculine, so they are masculine means what, men. Okay, so who are dressed in a men culture, and who are feminine means who are dressed in a female culture. So both the sexes, the members of each sexes, they are going to differentiate it. So that process is called as a gender influence of interpersonal communication or interpersonal personality. And next one is the age category. So how they are going to explain this age category means, so the generation gap will be there for the interpersonal personality. So for example that, and uniqueness will be there, but some generation to generation the changes is going to be, the word is going to be changes, or the gestures or is going to be changes. So for example I'll say that, and previously whenever you are going to use that, the cool word you are used, but such a word they are using from generation, that dude. Okay, so cool have had special meaning for certain generation to adolescents. Okay, so cool means what, the dude. Okay, so that words they are going to differentiate it. And next one is a environment. So environment means what, if your environment is disturbing, uncomfortable environmental changes. So if somebody are refused to speak towards you, so for example now, and in the interpersonal and the group involvement is there. So in the group involvement, the individual can't able to communicate with the group communication. So they are hesitate to convey their information from, so the group involvement. Okay, so they can only express their feelings and their emotion only towards the one individual and who they can trust. So that kind of is also going to be disturb the interpersonal personality. So these are the factors that are influencing of interpersonal personality. And next we see that the principles of Sleuven's interpersonal theory of personality. So first we'll be dealing with the interpersonal relationship and the personality development. So in this interpersonal relationship and the personality development, and according to Sleuven, so he explained that first, okay, so interaction mainly occurs with the child. So first ever whenever you are taking the parents, okay, so the parents is going to be give a birth to the child, and later and he is going to be develop and maintain like adolescence and adult, and different kind of an variation he is going to be shows in his growth or the developmental period. So what is they are explaining here means, and whenever he is in the child, okay, so he is going to be makes the socialization with the parental involvement only. So later in the adolescent period, and he is going to make a relationship with the peer group relationship, and later and he is going to be an intimate relationship and established relationship with the other group people. And if the relationship with the parents is improper, so automatically the child is going to be changed the developmental disorder into the maladjustment behavior. So that pattern is called as interpersonal relationship and personality development. So and also they are explaining that, and in the infant itself, and the infant totally he will be depending on the parents for the physical need and the psychological need. Okay, so why? Because the parents are giving a love and care towards the children. So if the parents are not giving a proper love and care towards the child, so the child is going to be develop an anxiety levels, and the tension he is going to be develops in as a human behavior. So automatically, and his self concept is going to be shaping into the abnormal maladjustment behavior. Okay, and he is going to be changes a negative self image towards the maladjustment of the society. So that is called as interpersonal or personality changes. And second one is the social exchange, roles and the games. Okay, so first we'll be dealing with the social exchange, so later we'll deal the roles and games. So first these relationship he has explained in the three ways, that is understanding, satisfying and the hurtful interactions. Okay, so these social exchange, which was mostly explained by the Thibault and the Kelly in the year of 1959, and the Homans later taken a study in the 1961. So explain that, and social exchange means, so he explained that whenever we are making a relationship with one person, so he is making a relationship by the need base only. So if you have one need, and he is going to make a relationship with the other person. So whenever they are a need relationship, if you are maintaining, so that is going to be entered into a bad bargain. okay, and in later stage, and your relationship is going to be in the process of terminating the relationship. So why? Because if your need has been fulfilled and you are not going to be show enthusiasm towards other person and to make a communication, so that type of pattern is also going to be disturb the interpersonal principle of exchange, social exchange. And next one is a role. Okay, so role means what? Okay, so the best example I can give here means the teacher. Okay, so the role of the teacher and the role of the engineer, and whatever the role he is taking, and he has to make a, so he has to facilitate the information and he has to function in the group and to limited interpretations or to make a script towards the society. So that pattern is called as a second way of nothing else but making a roles. For example, now, so has a parents, what is the role? Has a student, what is the role? Has a teacher, what is the role? And what that every person have the roles, and they are going to fulfill their rights, duties on a particular person. So if they are not maintaining certain roles and relationship, and they are going to step up in the abnormal relationships. Okay, so that is also the second one. Okay, and that is going to make the major part of the social roles. And third one, we'll see that interpersonal accommodation. Okay, so here interpersonal accommodation means what? So according to him, so he has explained that the best example I can give, that the pattern of communication and interaction of communication to attain some goals only, and they are going to make these kind of interpersonal accommodation. So here they are going to make a interpersonal personality by some mutual needs and the satisfying relationship only they are going to make by the person, either it may be in the form of verbal or maybe the non-verbal form. So the best example I can give this is a family interactions, or the emotional level of interaction is called as a interpersonal accommodation. And you may see that, and whenever you are making a faulty communication with that people, and you are going to realize the situation and in the later process. Okay, so that type of process called as interpersonal accommodation. Okay, so that are the principles of interpersonal theory of personality. And next we see that, and the Sluvens has given some of the interpersonal theory of personality, has described that the development of 6 types he has discussed. Okay, so in that first one we will be dealing. Okay, so that is first one is a tension. Okay, so here you see that in our normal life, and we are going to be experiences these action of tension in our every situation. So these actions, so either maybe consciously we are making or unconsciously we are having these types of tensions. Okay, and these Sluvens, he has recognized the 2 types of tensions, that is need based tension and the anxiety based tensions. Okay, so first we'll be dealing with the, so what is the need based tension? So need based tension means, so whenever if you have, for example, Maslow's hierarchy theory explaining that, and if you have not fulfilled the physiological need, and we are going to step up into the mal adjustment. So same thing here also. Yes, and for example, I'll take the example of an infant. Whenever the infant is needing drinking of milk, so automatically, so the baby will be having a tension until the, so the baby will be craving for the milk. So automatically when the mother will provide the milk to the baby, automatically the satisfaction is going to be there. Either it may be the biological process or maybe the environmental factors that influence by the need base. Okay, and second one, okay, anxiety. So anxiety means what? Okay, so anxiety differ from the tension. Okay, so tension is different and anxiety is different. Okay, so and here they are explaining that, so what do you mean by anxiety levels? Okay, so here in the anxiety level they are explaining you, if infant is lacking in food, okay, so if the mother is not providing a proper food, so what is going to be there? The baby will not be have a tension, the baby will be in the step of anxiety. So from the tension to the stage of, and it is going to be step up into the anxiety level. So why? Because so the mother is not tend to give a proper milk, so because, so the causes of mother improper supply of the milk process. Okay, so first I'll be explaining just one example regarding means, Okay, so a mother may feed her anxious crying baby, so because she mistakes anxiety for hunger. So for example now, so the baby is having a hunger, so that hungriness and the baby is showing in a anxiety levels, and the baby is hesitating to take the milk from the mother. So automatically what the mother is doing, so the mother is making the angry or anxious towards the baby and for providing the milk. So automatically, so the baby is going to be suck the milk, or the in the process of sucking or swallowing, so the baby is going to be shows his anxiety level in drinking the milk. So that process is called as a anxiety. And next one is so by this anxiety process, and the baby will learn from their mistakes, and so they will make wish of security they will be inheriting, and they will learn some experiences in the learning process. Okay, and next we'll see that energy transformation. Okay, so energy transformation, whenever you are seeing that, so what are the tensions, so that are transformed into the actions. So here I will be explaining one example that already I explained in the anxiety that, so if the baby is hungry, yes, and the baby is not taking milk from the mother, so automatically the mother what she is doing, so by forcing or intentionally, so the mother is giving a milk to the baby. So means whatever the action the baby is having, so that is going to be putting into the emotion pattern, means the hidden from other interpersonal relationship, they are going to be exhibit their emotions into the expression. So that form is called as energy transformation. And next one is dynamisms. Okay, so the simple meaning already explained you. The dynamisms means it's a traits or the habit pattern or the energy or the force, so that they are by the energy or the enthusiasm or the motivation or by the habits or by learning by others or by seeing others or by from your parents you are getting. So that process is called as a dynamisms. Okay, so here there are two types of dynamisms they are explaining. Okay, so from family traits you are learning, or by learning habits, nothing else but doing like regularly you are learning. So that process is called as a dynamisms. Okay, these dynamisms they are explaining in two ways, that is by mouth or anus or the genital area you are learning, or second process you are learning by the tensions. Okay, so these tension categories, so already in the first category they are explaining that mouth, anus and the genitalia. So mouth means what, the mother who is teaching to drink the milk. So anus means the way of toilet trainings, and the genitalia trainings. Okay, and second one they are explaining into the three categories, that is disjunctive, isolating and the conjunctive. So first we'll be dealing with the disjunctive. So disjunctive dynamisms means destructive pattern of behavior. Okay, so destructive pattern of behavior means, okay, malevolence. So malevolence means, so wish evil on others. Okay, so that you are going to learn. So isolating dynamisms means, so unrelated interpersonal relationship. So without unreason you are not maintaining a proper relationship. And next, conjunctive dynamisms means beneficial behavioral pattern. Okay, so beneficial behavioral pattern means, so by making of intimacy, the close relationship you are going to maintain. Okay, and a self esteem. So self esteem means what, so believed or served to minimize the tension. Okay, so self esteem means the belief in yourself or belief towards the others. Okay, by your own self you are making a thought of a relationship. Okay, so already explained you that malevolence. Okay, malevolence means what, so by some evil or hatredness only you are going to learn something adopted behavior. So for example now, so to teach some, if the parents want to teach something towards to the children, so how they are going to teach, by making some physical pain or maybe making the provoking remarks only, so they are making the child. Okay, so that pattern is called as a malevolence. So for example like the teacher, and if the student want to do a work and the teacher is going to be give a punishment to the children, so okay, that is a malevolence example. Okay, and next one is a intimacy. Okay, so intimacy means what, maintaining a close relationship. So during so whenever the mother is maintaining a good relationship from the infancy stage, and in the pre-adulthood stage and adult stage and puberty stage and younger adult and the older adult stage, and during these stages, and the child is going to be learn some of the different kind of relationships and their abilities, and they are learning some of the action positions in the various kinds of situations. So if these in categories, and if she was confused with the intimate relationship, so in which kind of relationship they have to make, so they are, so they have, so exist between two children, okay, so that is either male relationship or the female relationship, so that they are going to be confused and making some of the close relationship with the other person, that is a intimate means close relationship. And next one is a lust. Okay, so lust means what? So here, so making the purse means lust is an isolating tendency. So isolating tendency means making a relationship between the dynamisms during adolescence, means faulty understanding between the adolescents. Okay, so for example here, and maybe the person will be having a lust in two ways, like that it will be increase your anxiety or maybe decrease your feeling of self-worth. Okay, like for example, and especially in the early adolescence, and they will be confused with the sexual attractions towards the male person or the female person, so that is a lust. And next one is a self system. Okay, so self system means it is going to be developed with the one's own self, okay, one's own insight. So for example here they are saying that he himself is going to be differentiate his own behavior and his own intelligence and his own slight is going to be developed either in the form of warning device, either in the form of an good behavior. Okay, so for example I'll explain this interpersonal relationship is that when people who think highly of themselves are incompetent, and they may choose to believe that the name caller is stupid or perhaps and merely joking. So he himself will be differentiate that whom I am, so what is my situation and how I can make an interpersonal relationship towards the other person. Okay, so this type of intelligence or development, the self-esteem, it will be taking place in a 12 to 18 months only they are going to develop this situation. Okay, and next one is a personification. Okay, and whenever you are dealing with the personification, okay, so personification means a study of a mental illness. Okay, so throughout your various stages, and the person is going to be differentiate the image. Okay, so from the beginning of infancy until your continuation of throughout your developmental stages. Okay, like infancy, toddlers, preschoolers, schoolers, and adolescents and young adults. Okay, and older adults, so like that, and from the beginning, from your infancy to your continuous period of developmental stages, and you are going to acquire some image of themselves or about others, so that process is called as a personification. Okay, and these personification, and he has developed this personification to 3 types. Okay, and the Slevensky has explained into 3 ways, that is bad mother, good mother, and the me personification. So first we'll be dealing with the bad mother. So bad mother means what? Yes, and whenever so the bad mother personification means, so the grow out of the infant's experience that with the bad nipple. Okay, so bad nipple means what? If the mother is not satisfied with the mother of the nipple, and also like for example like bottle feedings of by mother or the father or the nurse, and the baby is going to be exchange or make an untrust towards the mother image. Okay, so that is a represented that, so the baby is going to make a unfit feed to the mother by the baby. Okay, so baby by the mother. And next, good mother. So good mother means what? So here the mother is going to be provided tender and cooperative behavior. Okay, so how is she is going to be make means, so when the baby is anxious, and the mother is going to be show some of the tender love towards the baby, so automatically what is going to be happen means, and the baby is going to be trust towards the baby, and the baby is going to develop a languages, and 2 opposing images of mother can easily coexistence with that. Okay, like for example, like if the baby is not drinking a milk and the mother is forcing the baby to drink the milk, so that is a bad mother. And good mother means what? By the tender and cooperative behavior only, the mother is motivating the process. So 2 images the baby is processing. And next one is a me personification. So me personification means yes, and during the mid infancy or the child is going to be acquire this me and my body experiences. Okay, so what is going to be there here means, so resulting in anxiety. So the baby is resulting in anxiety, like bad me is shaped into interpersonal situations, and whereas an good, okay, so good me is going to be changes into the me personification. For example, already explained you, bad me means the baby is having of a mistrust relationship with the mother. In the good me, trusting relationship is going to be attacked. So in the me personalization, what is happening here means, whatever the bad mother is there, okay, so that bad mother is going to be shifted into the good mother. So how means, and for example, and the by forcing, so the mother will be forced to catch the nipple or give the milk to the baby. So that process is called as a me personification. And next one is a eidetic personification. Okay, so eidetic personification means imaginary friends. Okay, so from the infancy to until the growth period of the individual, so the child will acquire and different kind of relationship with a different kind of people, and they are going to differentiate and who are the good people and who are the bad people, and they are going to and select a real playmates, and they are going to intimate the relationship. So if they are not maintaining the real playmates, and they are going to step up into the conflict interpersonal relationship, okay, that are hinder communications, we can see in this eidetic personification. Okay, so next we'll see the level of cognition. So this level of cognition, and he has explained in the three types, that is prototaxic level and parataxic level and the syntaxic level. Okay, and first we'll be seeing with the prototaxic level. Okay, so here they are saying that these prototaxic levels, and they are going to develop in earlier stages. Okay, so that is infant takes place on this prototaxic place. So one way on understand to term this imagine means, so whenever the neonate feels hungry or the pain, okay, so what is going to be there, and so the infant is going to be step up into the example of sucking of the breast or the crying. So these forms will express the cognition or interpersonal with the baby. Okay, so whenever the baby cries, and automatically the mother is going to be provides the giving of milk. Okay, so by that the baby will be sucking the milk. So that stages of zones of the process is called as a prototaxic level. And parataxic level, nothing else but, so the baby is going to be come to the pre-logical level. Okay, so means the baby will come to the stage of thinking level, like logical thinking she will be developing. So she will be confused, and within the two process the child is going to be developed, that is please in order to receive a candy. If someone gives a candy chocolate to the baby, and indicate that occurs together number of times, like for example, like illogical conclusion the baby is going to be appears. So what is the difference between a candy and what is the difference between a please? So that differentiation the child is going to be changes. And next one is a syntaxic level. So syntaxic level means, and whatever the child learning during his child period, and that she is going to be make the words into the symbols, and that they are going to communicate in the language, words, gestures, and they are going to make a formal language in order to communicate with the other people. So that process is called as a syntaxic level. And stages of development, and he also Sullivan explains these stages of development into the 6 stages, that is infancy, childhood, juvenile era, and pre-adolescence, early adolescence, and the late adolescence. Okay, what are the characteristics they are developing means, in the infancy, gratification of the need means pleasure of the need, like providing of the milk by the mother. And next childhood. So childhood means delayed gratification. So delayed gratification means what, and they are not unsatisfied with the pleasure. Okay, and juvenile means formation of the peer group, so they will be so having a group coordination. And pre-adolescence means developing a relationship within the same gender, like male to male and female to female gender, they will have the differentiation. And early adolescence means, so they can identify, and so gender differentiation they can easily identify, and they can modify the identification of logical thinking, and in the late adolescence and they make the intimate relationship and they can make into the forming last relationship. Okay, and the last one is the psychopathology. So psychopathology means a study of mental illness is called as a study of pathology. And whenever the child is going to be develop a maladaptive behavior and they are going to step up into the psychopathological relationship, means whatever the unsatisfactory relationships are there, that they are going to develop into the satisfactory relationship. So that pattern is called as the psychopathology. Okay, so here they how the therapy they are explaining in the form of verbal form or non-verbal form, and they are making some of the social roles in the interpersonal skills they are maintaining. Okay, and from the infant itself, and they are developing from the bad mother personification to the good mother personification. And in these two personification, the tender and cooperative behavior is very, very important. So the psychopathology also, and where the general interpersonal communication and the behavior is very, very important, and to make interpersonal personality relationship, the learning of interpersonal skills are very, very important. Okay, so the psychopathology nothing else but it is whatever the unsatisfactory interpersonal relationships are there, so that they are going to make into the satisfactory relationship. So that is called as psychopathology. So that is regarding of the thank you. So this is regarding of overall so interpersonal personality of the Sullivans. Okay, thank you.